So how overwhelmed did you feel when we were doing our art installation?
Maximum overwhelm.
Rafi's tips for artists because he loves you.
Hola, you amazing artist! As some of you know, we recently did a huge art installation where my room was this giant dream forest and Klee had a room with a giant tree in it and moving fireflies called the Firefly Room. To my room! Hooray! It is finished! I'd like to introduce you to Verde. We are in Klee's magical Firefly Room! Yay! Wow! That is so far one of the projects that I'm most proud of, and I know you are.
Yeah, it's incredible that we pulled it off.
Some of you have asked about big giant art installations and how that works, and I think the best way for me to describe what the steps were that were involved in not only the creation but the running and then the breakdown, to give you the steps that I have in my checklist. I created a checklist so I wouldn't miss anything when I was putting this art installation together and certain things to think of, and that's what we're going to go over in this video. So the first concerns that we had was building and designing. So we went to the space, we took a look at the space. Okay, so we walk in. Let's do a quick measurement of Rafi feet. Talked to the person and found out what exactly it was that she wanted to say and what she wanted to do. You could actually watch an interview that I did with her on one of my past videos. So the questions that I asked myself was, is it easy to transport? Will it be easy to store? Can you safely package it for storage? So a lot of these questions I asked myself while I was designing it because it was an art installation that was going to be moving around the country and possibly in other countries. So all of these factors were important. Can someone easily build it if they had the instructions and you weren't there? Weird. Very important is that you still want your project to say what it is that you want it to say, yet still be able to follow the guidelines of the checklist. 5 sculptures that are created for this exhibit, and these are animatronic sculptures that move. Yeah, that's right. I went there. I made animatronic sculptures.
Special message for you on how happiness is created here.
Would you be someone with big love in your heart, or would you carry fear? Would you spread hope and light? Who are you really? These are questions that mankind has been asking yourselves for a very, very long time.
Can it be built freestanding, or do you need to install it into the property? So for us, because this project is moving around, everything is freestanding. Everything is self-supportive. Created some rooms here. That's all you get, though.
And me, I'm dancing in your installation. Dancing in your installation.
It will fit and stand up wherever it is that it needs to stand up because we don't know what the next venue is going to look like.
Yeah, and while that presented a challenge at first, long term it was way better.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek of Klee's room.
This room makes you want to whisper a little bit. Welcome to the magical Firefly Room.
Loud in.
Yeah.
Explain what this room is, honey.
This room is all about being in complete awe, like a child, of nature.
Are there any elements that could be potentially dangerous to viewers? This is important because a lot of times when we're thinking about artistic projects in our mind, we're not keeping in mind that something may be dangerous.
Yeah, we had several days where we went into our rooms and thought, what would I do in here if I was a rambunctious 8-year-old? Yeah, you have to think about those things because, you know, it could happen. When you're designing your room and putting it together, can you still see all the fire exits? When I was in corporate, I was part of a safety and security thing, and they told this story of the Indian theater and how a fire broke out and people got trapped and trampled in it. It's something that stuck with me. So whenever I'm building anything where people are going to wander through it, I am constantly thinking, what if something goes wrong like that? And so that's why I have it on my list. You constantly want to think, what if people lose their crap in here and start going crazy? Will they easily be able to get out? Yeah, the last thing you want is somebody to freak out and then tear apart your room trying to find the exit.
Yeah. Yeah. So those are the things that I keep in mind while I'm designing and while I'm building it. So I will go back to this list several times during the months that I'm building it just to make sure that I stay to these standards, because this will make my life easier afterwards. Is the installation easily maintainable? These are all things that you're going to want to take a look at. Is it something that's easy for them to maintain, or is there something that I need to change in the future? Is it clean? Does it stay clean? Does it need to be cleaned often? Is it hard to clean? These are the kind of things you want to think about moving forward. If you take on another installation, you want to find some solutions for those things. What's the feedback that you're getting? Keep note of the feedback. What are people saying about the art installation? Do people like it? Do people hate it? Is it dangerous? Is it not? Keep track of all these things. Did you achieve what you wanted to achieve with the installation? That's important, because that's the whole reason that you set out to create it in the first place. You want to make sure that your message got across.
And I created this whole darn thing. Yeah, that's pretty freaking awesome.
I almost can't even believe it, which is weird because we've been working on it. Like, you see all the pieces come together, but then the end result is still shocking.
It's shocking. It's shocking every time you walk in this room.
I can't, like, again, I want to cry.
Is there anything that you would have done differently? So this is where you make your notes so that the next project moving forward in the future, maybe you don't make the same mistakes that you made with this project. And trust me, you're going to make mistakes. It's going to happen. And then there's the takedown of installation, where you take it down. Now, mind you, you may not be involved with all of these. You may just be in the designing and building process. You may just be in the design process. Is takedown easy with instructions? You're not going to be there all the time. This is an art installation. This is a project that you sold to someone else. So chances are they're going to be taking it down. You want to make sure that those instructions are going to work for them. So I'm taking apart the Dreamforce today, and gotta say, got a little bit mixed emotions, because I love this installation.
Yeah, have them look over the instructions and see if any of your stuff needs translating.
Yeah, because you gotta remember, we speak our own language, so sometimes other people don't understand that language.
And you built the thing, so things that might make perfect sense to you might be like, what? To someone else.
Yeah. So if the installation comes apart, are the pieces easy to manage? Are they easy to store? Do you need any kind of equipment for it?
We can turn ourselves around and let it begin again.
Was there anything that went wrong during taking it down? Was there anything that was overly difficult? These are all things that you're going to take a look at when the takedown process happens, so that moving forward, when you're building something, you will keep these things in mind. You got to remember, when you're designing something, you can only think so far ahead as far as taking it apart. While I was building the project, I was thinking about taking it down and making that easier. And even still, we ran into a few issues that I just didn't think about when we were taking it down.
Yeah, plus if you're involved with the takedown, it could very well extend the life of your installation.
Yes, it can. If it's not someone else like just tearing apart pieces because they're frustrated and you're there to help, that could help you as well. That's it, you guys. That's pretty much all the advice I have for an art installation. We've only done a few, and the more that we do, the more input we'll be able to give you in case you're thinking of doing an art installation. If somebody hires you and wants you to do an art installation, just do what it is that you want to do in that space. Don't try to do something that other artists are doing for installations. Do your own thing in that space, because you're the creative, they approached you, they want to see what it is that you create. And don't allow yourself to get overwhelmed by the project. Everything step by step by step, piece by piece by piece comes together beautifully. And that's it for this video, you guys. If you have any more questions on art installations, just go ahead and put them in the comment section below. And thank you so much for watching, you guys. You guys are absolutely freaking amazing. I totally adore you. And if you like this and you want to watch more like this, just click right over here to subscribe. And that's it. Say goodbye, Clee.
Good day.
Adios.